The entire city of West Point, Kentucky being evacuated at this hour. And you can just see kind of a mangled mess of train cars in the middle of your screen. I'm not seeing the flashes of fire anymore, but there is a faint hue of smoke. 5 workers hurt, 3 of them injured critically. Emergency officials talked about having to take a defensive approach to fighting this fire. What does that mean, and how long will it be before the flames are under control, Tom? Can you talk more about the operation and the plan that was happening for today? Obviously, something went wrong. What was supposed to be happening at the site today, and how many people are there trying to manage and clean up this scene? We have a person on the phone who has been evacuated from their home. Gary Brewer, are you with us?
Yes, sir.
Gary, where do you live within this 1.2-mile radius? Are you in the city limits? Where are you going? Family, friend's house, to one of the shelters, to a hotel? Where are you heading right now, Gary? 1,800 gallons a minute of water were going on to that fire. They've been fighting it now since around 1 o'clock, so we're working on 2, 3, 4, 5, working on 4 hours. Yeah. 1,800 gallons a minute for 4 hours, and the flames are still going. So you have flammable liquid in butadiene and a dangerous gas in hydrogen fluoride very close to each other, and you have the situation or concern of a toxic mix of chemicals. This story is still developing, so stay here on WDRB. Check us out on Facebook, WDRB.com. We're on top of it for you. Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us today. I'm Gilbert Corsi.
And I'm Elizabeth Woolsey. A 14-year-old girl died after police say she was stabbed to death by another teen.
Was it self-defense or murder? Today, the two families tell very different stories about what happened at a Louisville gas station. This far. Brandt had just graduated from Westport Middle School and was due to start 9th grade at the Academy at Shawnee this fall. James remains behind bars and is due in court again on July 7th.
Trying to help black male students in JCPS.
The Males of Color Academy is up for consideration at the JCPS board meeting tonight. District leaders say the Males of Color Academy would enroll 150 6th graders in its first year and start in the fall of 2018. JCPS has not named any potential locations for the academy. Details about how students will be chosen to enroll has also not been released. Officials estimate this academy would cost nearly $6 million over 3 years. Tonight's board meeting starts at 7 o'clock. Reading, writing, and the book of Revelation.
WDRB's Lauren Smith explains why a class on the Bible could be coming to your public.
His new head basketball coach scored a 7-year contract worth $24 million. Archie Miller's deal runs through March of 2024. His base salary will be $550,000 a year, but that overall compensation package adds up to more than $3 million a year. He will also get performance-based bonuses like $50 grand for winning the Big Ten tournament, $25 grand for qualifying for the NCAA tournament, and so on. This will be Miller's first season coaching after Tom Crean was fired. Ali and Aaron, a dynamic duo, and now you can explore their contribution to history at the Louisville Slugger Museum. Today, an original art installation called Ali and Aaron, United in the Fight was unveiled. We're, of course, talking about Muhammad Ali and Hank Aaron. Both athletes played a role in the fight for civil rights. The piece is 10 feet tall and 30 feet wide and interactive for guests.
$300 million underground around Louisville as LG&E replaces its natural gas pipeline.
WDRB business reporter Jessica Bard shows us the expensive project nearing completion after more than 2 decades and why leaders claim it will last forever.
This is unbelievable. You've got to watch this. A man is lucky to be alive after being hit by a bus in England.
Yeah, this video is pretty dramatic. It shows Sean Smith, watch this, being hit by a double-decker bus in Reading. This is security footage, and you can see he was actually tossed 20 feet, but incredibly, Smith just gets up, walks away with minor injuries after that, dusts himself off, and then a few seconds later, walks into a local bar. Well, the Purple Turtle bar wasn't even open at the time, but the crew let Smith in anyways. Driver of the bus is now on leave. Can you believe that he just gets up and is like,
that is shocking.
That's where I was going anyway. So the real question is, what did he order? What do you order after that?
A half and half, maybe.
I think we know exactly what you order after that.
Yes.
At least a one beer, right?
Stiff drink.
Amazing. Almost like a movie set or something.
Wow.
Mine.
Glad it's all ended well.
This is the 1-week anniversary of that EF4 tornado, 170-mile-an-hour winds that ripped apart just about everything that they touched. So telling, it almost became the defining picture of the tornado and the damage here. A bus that had been thrown across the street by the tornado into the deli behind us. Well, that bus was cleared out yesterday, and for so many, it was a visual sign of moving forward. And as you can see behind me, the Bobcat clearing more debris away, and really that is a telling sign of moving forward, of perseverance in this community of Henryville, and that is encouraging to so many of these storm victims.
Surviving.
Talking to so many storm victims, and they say it's not a 1 week, 1 month. A year from now, it may be several years. And even when their homes and their businesses are back to normal, it will never be the same here in Henryville again. We thank you for joining us on this special edition of WDRB News at 4. We're back here live at 6:30. Good night.